dengtang mandirang ni kaanangi brang arang ko chinaka awuli dakarang ko naka chukuchi de chngade awuli dakania kana awuli rang ni ba kana oni masilum bo oni gaman saya gamak ko nakirke edong jainga ha nga yes tetu dong nanan ge anga yes tetu 동에 나 시만 박사 구멍에 만들랑 박사 구멍에 야코 나맛나 감카나는 게 oni gaman anga saksan디 kude 감카나 만자wan 디부 만들랑 박사 구멍에 야코 주소 같나 만겐 니anga 동에
Dalam sakso sakan tikon ia getar gepa video na pengrang je video ni clips ko tau nak simang kengat sama aru nak simang cukup video ko nakang nak daman ken nak simang video ko bo ni niang bo one hazar gani khorguk pre lok soba election thura seat na Zinith Sangma nomination file kha ajamano Dr Mukul Sangma Maini gimin bia antang chakatja engacham ko nak simang kenang nakta aru nakang nakta mangen one sengani rangna Dr Mukul Sangma akan sakani ko dakinga nak simang ya video ko bo ni niang bo skip ka geja unon nami rakin nak simang mak sipata kata mangen rupengrang nak simang ketal ngeni kencem ngote nak simang ya channel ko subscribe ka ai aru share ka ai donang pa na gwar pa na beni sweng pasakan tikon metela hayat jeng tao Dr Mukul Sangma ni akan kepakatarang ko video kenai ba ni raangna
bini kamrang ronga uni gaman bini leadership pun tanga donggen nemna agane angko kontak ka emna apsan kam karmna bakrmna re bakrang bangin donga daily basis so rchani rcha antini BJP ni sam supporterang chung baksa bakrmenga yani ko anchang changa naknaman ni salprak pun rchani samansak pujanya uni gaman anga bebera BJP ni je vote share donga uni 60% na bati nga mana kadongya aroba gamak arithmetic ko nerken suma mode nga amso martin na china
sir banga mandela achkang nangko MP watnas ka chung Maini gimin ya changgo na MP na chakatja sa
langko dobo mandirang singinga mijalba biap tamso ni program meteng singinga ayo sarna chakato na macham ni akan parang dongamu one maina dalo anchingni ongaman ya democratic system ni provision no mai dongan anchingo central government donga state government donga anching federal structure one gaman under this federal structure we have state government union government unikriwa anching state subject mo state list union list niki subject rang donga concurrent list niki donga uno base kaimna chini ya India songko aru India song dongpa state rangko anching govern ka anching sasun ka jeba party na mandate on bo party rang ukoda aru niamo dongamen niamo pangchaki constitutional pangchaki responsibility rang ko chuksobata uni kise pon anga mungsa ko aganas kinga angna mandirang bangen dukongya agana sar state obo sarang namjainga aru aban irokinga midar yang gapa belsibonga aru ni zamanu hazargani khodagatha election ni zamanu dauri yang gapa belsicha meghalaya ko sason ka ani bedengo daw donging gapa sorkari mai ke sason khainga nambataw na delangya ma manamgi ja china delangya ya game ko na kriking oni gaman mandirang jadringinga mandirang nuksuinga ayaw obo sarang namangjainga ha diedrang na jangi thangani cholrang ongkhat keparang ba ongkhat tapa dongja government sector government service ka keparang mai na chini anga kusiong pia anchini de rang bangbatan daude dalla chua gadangona porai skiaman keparang bangjo uni kemen wamang ba sorkari baksa sorkari ni post rangko kai jatna asongna dangtki onna kusiongi service na apply ka keparang bangin donga aro service na apply kana sengga parang bangin donga endi ba ya cholrang ongkhatjai nasimang nekatken mandirang wa RTI kai kaimna wa number rangko mandirang na parakinga wa rangko neke mandirang dukungnya ganinga sa endita vacancy dongo ba maina fill up kajeng vacan dongo barangko fill up kajeng aro vacan dongo pa ko fill up kajan baksana ba getal post rang sengsung dapjeng dengtang institutional ko anchingona abado central government ni tangkachi medical college mo college of architecture and urban planning ye turani ra ko aganinga meghalaya makni ko aganjenga on daksana nangni ichi dengtang university rang baksana nangni wa nangni technical professional colleges rang kura batuk mayong do singinga mandira yarang wa hadal dedrang chadam berang service man gen number 1 ya anda ko de yarang ko machot tani asel service man gapani mai ba ko dengtang mancha deprive ka asa nong jaingan deba developmental rang sirang je rang ko na abel si ka tambel si ma chot na man get mirang ko ma chot ki ja don chipak da ki doni da frankly aga no de medical college na tangka 동자마 government of Indian scheme sa maina bon chong ki dongi College of Architecture and Urban Planning yan anchingni College of Architecture Urban Planning Government of India ni Ministry of Human Resources Development ni sanction ka pa wa North East gama ko yan gi sa mangmang anchingna no chenga uko anga churauna ra ba iarang bon chipe dongi oni gaman yan irakwara na central government ni scheme rang ko nat ken chimo ba anchingni federal structure yes state government ni dongeng pa sorkari aro leader rang kakhe dongi kam ka jode anda ken nonga oni gaman anga ya dokna chigana saksa kasa e politikso active politikso nape jatna dangdikyo na ne ja kude igapa sotsku ga tamo emelong baimna dauna khengkheng dongeng kwa oni gaman anga delhi chi angini ga me dongon angni state to manderang jajrenga gnang ode anga ba jajreng tham chapane oni gaman sa rather than going and being in Delhi let me be in the state and correct things oni gaman ya meghalaya donge MLA ongengkwa MLA ni kamko kai manderangna tentang mancha ka dongani ko ontlna Meghalaya development ni kamrang jen bon 총득게 동이가 야랑코 나마틀나데 스테토 동나난 겐 델리치 양이니 가메 동오데 옹자와 우니그만 Dr Mukul de MP ni candidate 옹자와 님나가 앙니 빼나 나가나 그만간 앙니 가름스카 MLA랑 가름스카 들가파랑 그만간 앙코 디티야 난 자카토나 막 미자 다독 강닌 만데랑 나 본 카인도 살이안 바코데 츠가나코 쟁행아 참 님나 은왕아 가나 앙니 잔치에데 등탕네 앙아데 스테톤 동겐 마이너 스테토 사손 가가바랑 티공자야 스테토 동가바 만데랑 암브노 등탕 만차넥 느까니코 만겐 스테트 등탕 만차 disastrous future 치나 양잉한 그바오 우니 그만사 if you know that the state is being pushed to a disastrous future then it's our responsibility including myself to ensure that it doesn't happen 우니 그만 I have to be in the state yes 막송하니 우니 그만사 만데랑 나 이코 나가네 마 실험보 안치니 federal structure 데 안치니 쿠랑치 안청 델리오 안치나 간 그바 동겐 엔디바 스테토 govern 가가파 각해 동이 갑자우데 안청 안치니 스테토 동가파 데드랑 가동아그리 용한 박사나 등탕 만차 장기 당하뉴 냉느가니 코만겐 나시만 느끼가 다오 gamaknan ancheng ya meghalaya state ko mandalyo nani damano anching major tribe ki gatham dong khasi jaintia garo aru gapan tribe rang dong aru gapan non tribal rang batong ya gamak rang na equitable opportunity ko create kana anching ni founding leaders rang nyam rang ko takang ha job reservation rang ko nang ha ta angchi angona watating amija junior divisional accountant na interview ra gapani ko MPSC ni sak kholat chigatham candidate rang ko pass kata kolat chigatham post ko fill up kana unoni ajkrang sakatam sa endi de reservation ara mayong injok sar ya reservation de chinaba antinaba 40% 동아 팀된 그 바꾸신 거 가야 angni government rukmatngode gamakon kareka 15% open in order of merit 5% gapan tribe rangna 40% khasi jaintiana 40% ajkrana kareka yang eni bona simang angni somoyo recruitment kani result kemek kopoti nibo nangni secretariat na directorate na kagaparang ko kemek kunirum oni kaman ya ko dakachi mayonginga dalo manderang ko dengtang mancha antang tani gisepo jap dolgani dolgatamni gisepo suspicious what maybe agri kapchenga it is going to create a kind of discord among our own communities yar maini asep yara sorkari ko chalai gapara niyamo pangchaki justice kon jani gman that means it is an injustice gensalo injustice ko na rute with complete impunity you allow injustice to go on then what happens uno de mandera tentang mancha system ko bebera giza system ni kosako chakata system ni against ya uni gman san ching chenobas kangba tentang obosa랑 관청 자그롱아 lawlessness tentang manderang ni kanangi brang-arang ko chinaka auli dakarang ko naka chukuchide chngade auli dakania gana aulirang nibagana oni masilbo oni gaman saya gamak ko nakrke edong jainga ha nga yeste to dongnanan ge anga ya state 동에 나 시망 박사 구멍에 만들한 박사 구멍에 야코 나맛나 감카나는 게 어느 그러면 anga saksan디 그때 감카나 만져만 디부 만들한 박사 구멍에 야코 주소 같은 만게 니anga 동에 락갱과 블락갱과 감칸쿠게
ko MP scheme lang pura ban ada step sa ritno ni dia MP antang di scheme lang pura ban mando no
말할까?
MP scheme pura ban ada step sa ritno ni dia MP ara MP umura antang ari di adok ko namro sloro ni ko ngatara ra ban mando no
anga mengsa ko ma siang na mandira agana mo anga ban dakli biso monde got ko rongja ko na mandira agana ndaka chionet po ni sabarang sa agana ko sign khat maina agat andeni angna de agana ni gon bichis ini bo biasa uibatken maina anching phangna agana ya nakni ya MP scheme gapate wo particular constituency na 등타만차 development na 참금은 budget oniko 감카나 온가파 scheme rakmo it's funded by a special budgetary allocation which is utilized for a given constituency in as far as the Lok Sabha is concerned 어느 그만 달로 안탕니 responsibility 인 동저된다고도 MP라 많이 감고 가요 안탕니 MP scheme 그바 MP lab 냐가는 MP lab local area development 이니 ortode MP 사간티니 constituency요 local area development na 참금은 방카 이코 사와 리코멘 카디시랑 지승인이 보나 송 인터뷰라고 뭐 운우데나 시망 의견 각헷마 솔라 어느 그만 what it's nothing but the shrugging off of responsibility 안타니 발 보자고 스나 위자인 닥킹에만 맞추나 자인 닥킹에만 마 아라몽니 만디랑 알투리 리포트 나니 그러면은 두시절 비동에만 이코도 비송치 모습 얘기는
What issues would you actually taking on this government in your campaign?
I think you are aware of number of issues, diverse issues. You understand what's happening all across the nation. And again, at the same time, what's happening in the Northeast and what's happening in the state of Meghalaya. It's a question of lack of governance. And it's a question of alleged irregularities in respect of implementation of all the programs, wherein all the parties other than TMCs are directly or indirectly involved. In other words, if you are looking at the issues of allegation pertaining to irregularities in the matter of implementation of various programs, including the state's own state plan program and the Government of India sponsored programs. You have the center sector program, you have the center sponsored program, you have the externally aided project programs. So all the implementation of these programs, if one goes to the ground zero and see from the ground zero by themselves, then you are aware of the allegations of irregularities in the whole implementation of the programs. Now, there are issues of problem pertaining to the issues of employment. The unemployment problem has been one of the major issues. Promises have been made by all the parties who are in the government, but you see for yourself what's the reality. Then the issues of various contentious issues which are pending to be resolved, and the contentious issues which were bulldozed by the respective parties who are in the present dispensation of governance are the main issues, be it the CAA, be it the issues of lawlessness, be it the issues of alleged corruptions. Now, if you talk about the issues of lawlessness, you are seeing what is happening in different parts of the state. You are aware of the number of IED blasts that is taking place in the state. We must remember and appreciate the fact that we were able to restore peace in spite of the fact that the state was confronted by major challenges pertaining to law and order situation. But then, with the collective resolve of the people and the then government, we have been able to restore peace. Today, the sustainability of this peace is in question. Today, you have the issues of government not being able to look after the resources which is required to sustain the various institutions, particularly the GHCDC. You'll appreciate the fact that the people of the state is benefited by the provision of the 6th schedule of the Constitution of India. But today, when the autonomous district councils are not being able to pay the salaries, not only for the members of the district council, but even for the employees, that means you can easily understand what is the state of affairs in respect of governance. Then you will also see the complete lack of opportunities for the people, lack of opportunities for whether in the private sector or in the government sector, and the instances of this problem of law and order is only going to aggravate this problem. And I would like to caution everyone that what you are seeing today is only the tip of the iceberg. The tip of the iceberg in respect of the, the mounting frustration and anger amongst the youth and the population. Today, you will also see huge allegation pertaining to various illegalities that is taking place across the international border, across Indo-Bangla border. Whether it is the allegation of smuggling of various essential commodities along the Indo-Bangla border, and also the smuggling in of items like arecanut from across the border. The smuggling of such scale cannot happen without the patronage of the people in authority. Therefore, this can be again supplemented by the fact that officers who were made to respond to the allegations of these activities of smuggling pertaining to this arecanut. What has happened to the officers? Officers who have gone ahead by responding to their call of duty were shunted out, transferred within 24 hours. These are proofs beyond reasonable doubt about the patronage that I'm referring to. Therefore, what has happened is that the overall income of the poor farmers have been drastically impacted. It is not just the income of the farmers which are getting affected, but you will understand that the import duty on arecanut is 100% ad valorem. Therefore, the quantum of loss to the government exchequer. Therefore, we will be urging the government, both the state government and the union government, to take the necessary action as per law, and this is not happening, but we will ensure that voices are heard, and the voices are heard loud and clear, and issues are addressed. Our responsibility is to protect the interests of the people, protect the interests of the state, and we remain committed to this particular commitment.
So in terms of CAA, the state government has actually said that there will be literally no impact on in the state of Meghalaya and most places in the northeast. Your take on that? This
is a misgiving. Okay. Now, how is it that the CAA will not affect any state? After attaining or obtaining the citizenship by any person who will be considered eligible to have the citizenship under the provision of this particular act, what is going to happen? The overall demography of the region will be affected, because once you are a citizen, you cannot prevent him from entering. That is how it is going to operate. So we are not talking about the immediate as to where one applies for the citizenship. One may apply for citizenship in Assam. One may apply for citizenship in West Bengal or other parts of the state where the 6th schedule provision is not there. But how are you going to prevent the movement of these people and eventual slow impact through migration on the demography? So you will have to look at from this perspective, because once you are a citizen, obviously all other factors which is connected to economic, which is connected to various other livelihood activities of people, will make people to move from one place to another. Therefore, if something happens in Assam, if Assam's demography is affected because of this provision, then what happens is that the neighboring states, not only Meghalaya, all the neighboring states will get affected, including your Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura. All the states will get affected. So this is nothing but to only say that, well, don't be worried. because we are allowing this, the application to be accepted only in those states. But then it will definitely have ramification in all the states across the country.